So I'm going to start the lesson in time, inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the fourth session of TOEFL IBT writing skill. I know that I'm coming on a different day, but at the same time, inshallah, you're all in good health. So for this week, I will try to give you feedback differently. I mentioned this previously, and you're all okay with my style of teaching differently to your other instructors. So hopefully you're going to be okay, and then we will go into brainstorming and writing TOEFL IBT essay through activity, and then obviously with your own work. So thank you for those of you who submitted your homework, and I did provide feedback. If you have submitted after Sunday, then I have another time to have a look, as I am extremely busy with my full-time work, and this is why I had to reschedule the lesson from Wednesday to Thursday. So thank you for joining. The session is recorded, so if anybody is not there, they will hopefully get the recording. So for this week, what I've done is I have picked up two of the students' work. So I'll be discussing their work and making some improvement. If you see the feedback and you see the writing and you know that you are with me, so please avoid identifying yourself, because I'm not going to name the student. I will discuss the essay as an anonymous student. Whether it's good or bad, we need to respect each other. So for the sake of privacy, I will not be naming the person. And if you identify yourself, so please keep quiet. Because that is, I prefer to do it like this, just in case if somebody wants to behave differently, I will not be a happy person, please. So with this essay that I marked, this was probably somebody that had a very good mark. The feedback was, I normally give start with the strength and the weakness, and then I give a little bit more. But here, obviously, I don't want to go into too much detail, but summary of the feedback was, there was a clear introduction statement and giving the example, girl graduation is vital for social, economic, and cultural development of Australia. There was also a mention of the benefits, that it informs the mother, active citizens, healthy next generation. Also identified some challenges, restrictive traditions, insecurity, poverty, lack of schools. And another good point was, it also made some suggestions that there should be awareness, safe schools, legal support, female teachers training. In terms of the weakness, this essay was very short and underdeveloped. So I wanted a little bit more. Each point was stated, but it was not explained. There was not any evidence of support, especially with the topic that is so dear to each and every one of you and all of us. So writing about such topic, I was expecting a little bit more. It also lacked examples. So there was not examples. There was no evidence, no reasoning as to why the solutions can work or not. It also missed details on long-term impact. There was only on short-term impact. But this was one of the very good essay that I read. So as you can see, even if I'm a very good essay, we want to say how you can make it better. For a TOEFL IBT, I was very impressed and happy with this essay. But feedback, there's always room for improvement. Even if I write and somebody else marks my work, they will give feedback. I'm not sure if somebody's trying to get my attention, because while I'm reading my presentation, I'm not with you. So if anybody wanted to, you see my presentation or not? Good. Just in case if something happens and you can't see the presentation, it's okay that I don't see your hands raised up. Please do raise your voice. I don't mind that. Okay? Otherwise, if you have questions, keep on writing in the chat box and then I'll be back with you. So now let's go through the essay. So this essay is improved. So this is the improved version of the essay that I received. Because in the essay, there was no introduction. It was just an introduction, a statement. Conclusion was there. So I have added an introduction. Education is the cornerstone of progress, and its benefit extends to both genders. However, in Afghanistan, where social and economic development faces numerous challenges, educating girls is not just a matter of fairness, but a necessity for national growth. When women are educated, they empower families, strengthens communities, and accelerate economic advancement. Girls' education plays a critical role in social, economic, and cultural development. An educated woman becomes an informed mother, an effective employee, and an active member of society. For example, UNICEF reports that children and educated mothers are twice as likely to attend schools and receive proper health care. This creates a positive cycle where knowledge and well-being pass from one generation to the next. Unfortunately, Afghan girls face severe barriers, such as restrictive traditions, poverty, insecurity, and recent ban on schooling by the Taliban. According to UNESCO, over 1.1 million Afghan girls were barred from secondary educations after 2021, depriving the country of a vital resource for its future. Practical measure can help overcome these challenges. Community awareness program, safe learning environment, legal protection, and training more female teachers are essential steps. Technology-based solutions such as online classes and radio programs can also provide alternative when schools are closed due to conflict. And these are examples that I've added that we know that exists. In conclusion, educating girls is the key to build a peaceful, prosperous Afghanistan. It reduces poverty, improves public health, and fosters stability. As the Prophet Muhammad said, that seeking knowledge is obligatory to every Muslim, a principle that applies to both men and women. In Afghan girls, if Afghan girls are granted their right to education, the nation will unlock the greatest potential and secure a bright, more equitable future. So this was a the example of the good essay that I had, that I think also this week I started giving you guys a score. So if you received above 17, 18, 19, I think one or two even got 19 and a half, well done. So this was one of the very good essay. And now let's go to the second one. The second one was average at the score of 13.2 with a 6.5 out of 10 for content. Organization cohesion was 4 out of 5. Language was 3.5, giving a total of 13.5 or 68%, which was fair. But better clarity and depth can easily make this better. The main issues in this essay was grammar, phrasing errors that affect readability, lack of concrete examples and evidence, and repetitive and vague wording in places. Once again, I'm giving an improved version of this essay. The importance of female education in Afghanistan. In today's modern world, education is a vital necessity to everyone, regardless of gender. However, in Afghanistan, educating women is especially important because they are not only individuals, but also mothers, sisters, and spouses who play a crucial role in shaping families and communities. Female education creates opportunities, reduces challenges, and strengthens family support, making it an essential pillar of national development. First, education provides women with greater opportunities. When women are educated, they can access better jobs, participate in decision making, and contribute to meaningfully to the society. For example, a literate mother is more likely to send her children to school, ensuring the next generation grows up educated and informed. As a result, society as a whole benefits from increased literacy and economic growth. Second, education helps women overcome social and economic challenges. Educated women act as trusted advisor in their family and communities, helping resolve conflict and improving family relationship. For instance, a woman who understands financial planning or health practices can assist her family during crisis and contribute to better living conditions. Finally, educated women provide a strong financial and moral support to their families. As daughter, sister, wives, and mother, they can work, earn income, and help raise living standards. Their knowledge allows them to contribute not only to the thousands' welfare, but also to the economic progression of the nation. In conclusion, female education is essential for building a stable, prosperous, and peaceful Afghanistan. It opens doors to opportunity, reduces hardships, and strengthens the very foundation of society. Therefore, empowering women through education must remain a top priority for the country's future. So two essays that I selected and changed the rewording, but the bodies is still there. Just provided an improved version of your homework from last week. And if you guys like it, once I finish the session and I'll come back in a discussion, you let me know, and then we can continue to do something similar. So this week's topic, academic discussions in writing. Because last week was similar, but I only asked you to do simple paragraph. But this time, we are going to start doing what TOEFL IBT is asking you to do. As by now, you have, I know that your understanding, your writing is good. And if it is not, that's why you are here. And this is why I'm here to help you, inshallah. So academic discussion in writing, remember I've told you in the week one, and I'll say it again, For your writing task, you're going to be having two writing tasks. One is a discussion, and one is going to be two different essays. One is that you're going to be given a paragraph or two. So the academic discussion for TOEFL IBT writing requires test taker, that's you, to go through simulated discussions board on a university website that comprises two students' answers to a question posted by the lecturer. They will have to read the full conversation and write the response in their own words. So this is where your opinion is counted. And that's why I was preparing you to express your opinion for the last 2 weeks. You will have 10 minutes to write a response to the topic in the online post. There is no ideal length for the answer. However, according to the given instruction, it should be at least 100 words. So it should not be less. I think to encourage you, I've asked you to do more. So then now when you're practicing, you're writing more words. By the time you're going to be doing your official TOEFL IBT assessment, inshallah, you are going to be empowered and you're going to be doing a much better job. So the answer should be well developed, it should be coherent, and well supported by arguments or with examples. There are 3 question styles for the academic discussions for TOEFL IBT writing that you will have to start it with yes, you agree, and state your preference. No, you don't agree, and you have to state the preference. Or you can also do a open-ended. This week I have not done a open-ended example. I've only done an example of a yes and a no. Next time we will try to do a open-ended. But if time permits, then maybe at the beginning of next week I can, as I look through your essays, if somebody has done an open-ended without me giving information, then we will talk about it. But we will have more examples, inshallah. So one thing that I was disappointed was last week, the whole idea was that you have to do planning. Only 3-4 students did the planning and sent me a copy of their planning. The rest did not hear me. And I even went into Telegram and I wrote down that I want the evidence. Therefore, you must plan, you must write your brainstorming, and whether you want to use this example by doing it on pen and paper, and some of you did, took photo of it, well done. Or if you wanted to do the way I did, because online my handwriting is horrible. If I do my handwriting and take a photo of it, even I will not be able to read it. So I'll go with electronic. Or you use electronic, the way I've done last week, and I'll do it this week. So what is the question? So this is our example. Do you agree or disagree? Under the agree or disagree question type, you have a statement on which you have to agree or disagree. For example, state whether you agree or disagree with the following statement and explain why you agree or disagree with the statement with reason. And now the statement is coming up now. Do you agree or disagree that education and technology have a positive impact on society? These are the typical questions that on TOEFL assessment they will put general questions just to see your general knowledge. So I pray that this is going to be one of the exam question that you're going to be doing, because we have done enough of around education. This time is about education and technology, and even last time we did education, technology was one of the option. So in terms of the planning, what I have done, it's education, it's technology, but the idea is integration. Do you do both of them is important or one? That's what I mean by integration. Because the time is different now, isn't it? So then we just look some key point for education. Learning, school, teacher, future, skill. Technology, internet, innovation, smartphone, automation, communication. I try to use the same keywords that I did before. And in terms of the impact, that if you join both of this, responsibility, confidence, decision making, self-study, problem solving. So I made it easy for me, and I used with the same. Now, having these three in mind, let's think. So based on that, my short plannings are that I need to have an introduction. I need to introduce the topic, mention that rapid progression in education and technology. So the words rapid education and technology, it's very important that I have to do. And state my position whether I agree or disagree, or in the open-ended, it could be partially, that you might say, yes, but. Then I need to have I'm going to have one paragraph one, and I will talk about the positive impact of education, give example. Then I'll go into paragraph two, and then I'll talk about technology, and I'll give examples. Then I'll go into paragraph three, and this time I am going to talk about both education and technology coming together and what sort of impact it has. I can also talk about the counter arguments, and finally I need to have a conclusion. So these are my planning. Remember, for planning, you only have supposed to be having 3 minutes. At the beginning, only one student was indicating in the planning the timing. So at the moment, don't stress. But as we progress, so maybe by the time we are in the middle of week 8 and 9, you should be timing yourself then. So I'm going to give you an essay with agreeing. Then I'll give you an essay with disagreeing. And I said that I'm going to have an introduction. Now, I write down introduction. When you're going to be doing an essay, you don't have to write down subtitle. But for your sake, I'm just putting so you know where we are up to. Education and technology are two pillars of modern development, shaping almost every aspect of our lives. Many believes that the influence on society is overwhelmingly positive. And now I am declaring, I strongly agree with this view, because they empower individuals, promote economic growth, and enhance global connectivity. So let's see if my body is going to be following what I just said. So in paragraph 1, remember, I'm writing body paragraph 1. When you're going to be doing your essay, you don't have to have this. You just put your introduction, go to your paragraph, put a space in between. That is enough for the reader, assessor, to know what you're doing. Education equips people with essential skills and knowledge, which are critical for both personal and national progress. Liberates population, can contribute to innovation, reduces poverty, and improve governance. For instance, countries with higher literacy rate, such as Japan and Germany, consistently demonstrate economic stability and social harmony. Let's go to the next paragraph. Technology, on the other hand, has revolutionized communication, healthcare, and business. During COVID-19 pandemic, telemedicine and online platforms ensured continued access to healthcare and education, saving millions of lives and minimizing learning loss. Furthermore, advancement advancement in renewable energy and artificial intelligence have contributed to sustainable development and job creation in new industries. So I said that I'm going to have three main bodies. When combined, education and technology creates unparalleled opportunities. Online learning platforms such as Coursera and Khan Academy allow individuals. I'm not sure whether you guys are trying to get my attention or people are coming in and going out. So I should ignore. I'm so conscious that I want to, don't want to miss something. So if I stop, uh, okay, so we were on online learning platforms such as Coursera and Khan Academy allows individuals worldwide to access quality education regardless of geographical barrier. This integration promotes equality and prepares society for the demands of a globalized economy. I am positive if you get this one in your assessment, you're going to be doing wonderful because you have many more examples to talk. Okay. Although technology brings challenges such as cybercrime and unemployment due to automation, these issues are manageable with proper regulation and training. Overall, the benefits of education technology far outweighs the drawbacks, making them indispensable to for a prosperous and inclusive future. So this was me agreeing. Let's go to disagreeing essay. Obviously, I am only doing this as an example, so please don't don't think that this is my personal views. And especially if I have any students that is with the current government, please don't get upset with me. I actually have got. I'm not going to get involved in the what do you call it, in the politics. Education and technologies are often celebrated as engines of progress, but their impact is not universally positive. In fact, under certain circumstances, they can create social and economic challenges. I disagree that the influence is entirely beneficial because they can deepen inequality, promote dependency, and harm social tradition values. I actually, the statement um, that says about the traditions, I that is my personal view. Firstly, unequal access to education and technology exacerbates social divisions. Wealthier nations and individuals enjoy the benefits of high quality schools and cutting edge technology, while poorer regions fall further behind. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, millions of children in the rural Afghanistan, Africa, even Australia, were excluded from online learning due to lack of internet access, widening the education gap. Finally, cultural erosions is another concern. The dominance of global digital content often overshadows local traditions and languages. For instance, younger generations are increasingly influenced by foreign culture through social media, weakening their culture, identity, and sense of belonging. So true. While education and technology have undeniable potential, assuming they always bring positive outcome is simplistic. Without equitable access, responsible use, and cultural sensitivity, their negative effects can overshadow the benefit. Therefore, their role in society should be viewed critically rather than unconditionally celebrated. I think I'm going to skip this and I'll get you guys to read. I'll discuss the homework. So for you guys, I'm giving you a statement and I want you to use the example. And I want you to do brainstorming. Put that one, put your thoughts in terms of your brainstorming, um, an introduction and your bodies and your conclusion. Then start and send me that, whether you're going to be taking a photo of it or whether you're going to be typing it. The question is, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? People today rely too much on technology and have become less capable of thinking for themselves. Use this topic. Do your first brainstorm, use key ideas and keywords, then write one paragraph for each of your main idea, like the example essay provided. Finally, combine your paragraphs, whether you do 3, 4, that's up to you, into a complete essay that clearly expresses your opinion. Submit both brainstorming with your essay via email. Please remember to type your name, because your email just says one thing and then your names are different, making it very difficult for me to figure out who is who. So with that is our brings me to the end of the session. I will come back to you guys and I will stop the recording. Then we will have a discussion.